Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes. Okay, everyone open your module. MCQs module, motion in a straight line.
Oh, sir.
Hello. No, ma'am. I will share my own screen. Students, can you hear me? If you have any doubts, please use the chat box to reply. Okay. Yeah. If you have any doubts, you have to reply in the chat box. Everyone sit with your notes, motion in a straight line notes and the material, MCQs material. Level 2, what is the page number in the material? Page number 11, right? Yeah, good. Yes, start reading. Read the first question. I share my notebook here first. Read the question. Yeah, once you check, can you see the screen? Hello? Yeah, fine. And you don't copy the solution. After the class, I share this solution notebook in your WhatsApp group, okay? In class group only, I will send. Just read the question and listen the explanation carefully, okay? Yeah, first one. Yeah, now you can interact with me. I gave that option. Yeah, did you read the first one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, body is released from the top of a tower of height h. Okay, height of the tower is h. After 2 seconds, it is stopped. Yes. And then instantaneously release it. Here you need to understand the question. Let us calculate what is the distance traveled by the body in 2 seconds. If a body is released from rest, you know its initial velocity is 0. Okay, after 2 seconds, it is here. Okay, now it is stopped here. Then what is the distance traveled in the 2 seconds? What is the formula to be used? In case of motion under gravity, h is equal to half gt square, right? See, what is the distance traveled after 2 seconds? Half into g is 10, t is 2 seconds, 2 square is what? 4. What is the distance traveled? 20 meter. Yeah, it is here 20 meter. Read the second part of the question. It is stopped here. Can you see the screen? At this red dot, it is stopped. Now it is starting its new journey from this point. Again, what is the initial velocity? It was stopped and released. What was initial velocity? Because of its stop, its initial velocity is 0 again. Got it? Yeah. What will be its height after next 2 seconds? Then can we calculate what is the distance traveled in the next 2 seconds? H dash is equal to what? Half gt square only, because it is stopped and released. Now it is starting its motion again from rest. In the next 2 seconds, again t is equal to 2. What is the total distance traveled? Total distance. In the next 2 seconds, it may be here. From here to here, it is 20 meter. Come on, what is the total distance traveled from here to here? 40 meter, isn't it? Therefore, what will be the height where the body is? Sir, body is here. It is at what height from the ground? H minus 40 meter. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You're finding the height of the body. It is here at this point, illegal. So height of the body from ground is total height of the tower, height of release minus distance traveled. 20 plus 20, 40 meter. Right? Any doubts in the first question? Don't write the solution. I share this notebook only in your group, WhatsApp group, okay? Read the next question. Don't copy the solution. Yeah, start reading. A stone dropped from the top of a tower of 5 days. You read yourself first. After 1 second, another stone is dropped from a point 20 meter below the top of the tower. Okay. First stone is starting from this point. Second stone is releasing from this point, right? Both are released from these particular positions. Released, what is their initial velocity? 0. When the second stone is released, after 1 second of the first stone, correct? But both reach the ground simultaneously. Okay. Students, let T be the time taken by the first stone to reach the ground. To reach ground, what is the distance traveled by the first stone? The released initial velocity is 0. Using the formula S is equal to ut plus half at square. Then S is h, right? What is the distance traveled by the first stone to reach ground? H only, height of the tower. For the first stone, h is equal to half gt squared. And for the second stone, see, second stone is releasing from this point 20 meter below the height, top of the tower. So what is the distance traveled by the second stone to reach ground? Come on. Distance traveled by the second stone to reach ground? H minus 20. Yes or no? H minus 20, we are using the same formula. H is equal to half gt square. H minus 20 is equal to half g. What is the time taken to reach ground? First stone reaches at t second. Second stone has to reach at t minus 1 second. Yes or no? Yeah, we have these two equations. H is equal to half gt square and h minus 20 is equal to half gt minus 1 whole square. Let us solve these two equations. First you get time. Then you substitute the value of time in one of the equations. You get what? Height of the tower. Okay, I substitute the value of h here in this equation. H minus 20 is equal to half gt minus 1 whole square. What is the value of h? Half gt square minus 20 is equal to half g. I expand this. T minus 1 whole square is a minus b whole square. T square, a square plus b square minus what? 2ab, right? Yeah, simplify that, anybody? Quick. Tell me what is the value of time. At least simplification part you do. Do it fast. Half gt square cancel. Minus 20 is equal to g is what? 10. 10 by 2 is 5. Minus g is what? 10. That is 10t. Did you solve? What is time? How long you take to solve that simple? Already I solved 90%. Time is
2.5 seconds.
2.5 seconds. Now substitute the value of time in this equation. H is equal to half gt square. G by 2 is 5. T is 2.5. 2.5 into 2.5. 2.5 into 2.5. What is 25 into 25? Do it, do it. H is nearly 30, isn't it?
31.25.
Don't use calculator. Good. Yeah, don't copy the solution. I told you I shared this solution book in your WhatsApp group. Start reading this third question. A person is throwing two balls into air, one after the other. He throws the second ball when the first ball reaches the highest point. Yes, he throws the first ball. Suppose this is the highest point in the journey. Yes. If he is throwing the balls every second, this is the key point here. It is given that he is throwing the second ball when the first ball reaches the highest point. And it is also given that he is throwing the balls after 1 second. First ball is thrown, next 1 second, second ball is thrown. So, what is the time taken by the first ball to reach the top of the tower? 1 second. Because when the first ball reaches the top, he is throwing the second ball. Yes or no? Yeah. What is the time of ascent, students? Sir, we discussed
Once.
class time of ascent. 1 second. Good. Formula U by G. So U is equal to what? G into T. T is 1 second. U is equal to G we are getting. Therefore, with what speed is throwing the first ball? 10 meter per second. We have to find what? Height of rise. To what height they rise? When a body is thrown upwards with initial velocity u, what is the height of rise? Anybody? It is in your notes only formula. H is equal to, you look
5
at
meters.
formula. H is equal to u square by 2g. This formula is there in your notebook. U is 10. 10 square is 100. 2 into g. G is 10. 20. So what is the height?
5 meters.
Yeah, don't copy the solution. Come to the next part. Read the next problem. Read fast. Third one done, right? Fourth one. So, an engine of a train moving with uniform acceleration crosses an electric pole. Suppose this is the pole. Yeah. With the velocity u, and the last compartment crosses the pole to what velocity v. The middle part of the train passed the same pole with what velocity? Okay, let us use the relation v square minus u square is equal to 2as. For the entire train, the first compartment, the engine crosses the point at what speed? U. It passes on. The last compartment crosses the same pole at what speed? V. Are you getting imagination? Come on. Just imagine S is the distance traveled by the entire train while crossing the pole. Got it? So what is the relation? Sir, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Here S is the length of the train. We apply this formula first for the entire train engine to the last compartment. Let us apply the same relation for the first half of the train. Guys, engine already crossed the pole, engine is here. Now the middle part of the train is crossing the pole at what speed? Vm. Entire length of the train is S. Then what is this distance? Middle part to the engine? S by 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Let us use the relation for the half of the train, that is from the middle part to the engine. Engine already crossed that. At what speed? U. Now the middle part is crossing at what speed? Vm. When we use this relation for the half of the train, how this relation changes? Vm square minus u square is equal to acceleration of the train is same. 2a, what is the distance? S by 2. 2 cancel. We have Vm square is equal to u square plus a into s. Correct, Andra?
ಹೌದು.
Sir, can you explain that part again, sir?
Which part, ma?
Vm square minus u square equals 2as, like is 2a.
Okay,
S by
we are using this relation for the middle part and the engine of the train, first part. Equation 1, this was used for the entire train, engine and the last compartment, last bogie. Engine crosses the pole at what speed? Okay, pole is here. Engine crosses the pole at what speed? U. ಅದು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಎಂಜಿನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಟ್ರೈನಿನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದೇ ಪೋಲನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ವಿ. ಎಂಜಿನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು? ಯು. So what is the length of the train? Yes. Now what is the relation? V square minus u square is equal to 2as, distance traveled by the train while crossing the pole. Clear?
Yes, sir.
ಇವಾಗ ಅದೇ ರಿಲೇಷನ್, let us use the same relation for half of the train. Engine already crossed the pole at what speed? U. Now the middle part of the train is crossing the same pole at what speed? Vm. What is the distance between the engine to the middle part of the train? S by 2. So what is V square minus U square is equal to 2as becomes Vm square minus U square is equal to 2as by 2.
Okay, sir.
Vm square minus U square is equal to S into A. Now Vm square is equal to S into A plus U square, right? Now let us substitute the value of S into A from the equation 1. Everyone look at the equation 1. What is S into A from the equation 1?
V square minus U square by 2.
2 plus U square. Simplify, my dear student. V square by 2 minus U square by 2 plus U square. What is minus U square by 2 plus U square? Plus U square by 2. Addition can draw? Yes or no? Therefore, Vm square is V square plus U square by 2. Therefore, what is Vm? Sir, it is V square plus U square by 2 under root. Any option matches?
Option C, sir.
Option C, sir.
Yes, leave it. Read the next problem. Immediately after class, you will get the solution notes in the group. Don't worry. I know you are very interested in solution than explanation. Don't waste time there. Read the next part and understand what it is. A ball is dropped into a well in which water level is at depth below the top. Okay, someone is dropping a ball or stone from this point. Can you see? Illinda release ಮಾಡ್ತಾ So top surface of water is at what depth from the stone releasing point? H. Okay. When the stone reaches the surface of water, splash of sound is heard. Yes or no? What is the total time taken for that? Sir, first T1 be the time, that is time taken by the stone to reach the water. What is the time taken by the stone to reach water? If a body is released from a point, what is the time taken to travel distance h? It is there in motion under gravity. T is equal to You check your notes and tell me. When a body is released from certain height, what is the time taken to cover the distance height? T is equal to check this formula is there. T is equal to root of 2h by g, right? Yeah, when the stone is released from this point, first to reach water, it takes what time? T1. Now disturbance is produced, that is called sound wave is produced. Now the sound wave is again traveling, wave is traveling at what speed? In medium. Let it be c. It is traveling at the speed c and reaches the observer who released the stone here. What is the time taken by the sound wave to reach the observer from water surface? T2. At what speed the sound wave is traveling upwards? C. What is the distance to be traveled by the sound wave to reach the observer? H. Same distance it has to travel. Let us use the simple formula. Speed is equal to distance by time. What is the time taken by the sound wave to reach the observer? Time is equal to distance by speed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the time elapsed in receiving the sound wave? Sir, it is time taken by the stone to reach water plus after producing sound wave, sound wave has to reach the observer. The total time elapsed is T1 plus T2. Clear? Good.
Yes, sir.
Very good problem. Yeah. T is root of 2h by g plus h by c. This is the option. But this option is not given directly. You have to do little maths. I take h common. It is clear when I look at the options, it is suggesting me to take h common. When I take h common, in the first term, it is 1 by h into root of 2h by g. Because when you multiply h inside, the term doesn't change, right? H cancel, it remains 2h by g. From the second term, it is 1 by c. It is h into. When I take this h in the denominator inside root, it becomes h square. Clear? Now, when h cancel, what is in the first term? Yeah, this option is there after doing simple maths. Option
A.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, next, read the next problem. We solved only 5 MCQs already, half an hour over. Quick. Remaining 25 MCQs are there. It is very good problem. Read it. A really good problem it is. Read the problem. Once you finish reading, let me know. I start explaining. Once you finish reading, let me know. I will explain. Still you're reading? Okay, read now. Once you finish reading, let me know. I start explaining.
Done, sir.
Yeah. There are 3 stones. One is thrown upwards with some initial velocity u. What is the time taken by this stone to reach ground? T1. Another stone from the same point is thrown vertically downwards with the same speed u. It reaches ground at what time? T.
T2.
The third stone is just released from that point. It takes T3 time to reach ground. What is the relation between T3, not T3, T? What is the relation between T, T1 and T2? Okay, let us use the relation S is equal to ut plus half a t square for all the stones. For the entire journey. First stone rises upwards, it reaches the highest point, it changes the direction and start falling downwards. It reaches ground at what time? T1. Students, I use the relation S is equal to ut plus half a t square for the entire journey. Okay, for the first stone, I take upward direction positive, okay? H is minus H or plus H for the first stone.
Plus H.
Then why I should take H positive? Upward direction positive. I took upward direction positive. First stone rises up, and in the reverse journey, it is crossing the same point again. From year to year, what is displacement? 0. And reaching ground, it has net displacement in downwards or upward direction. Net displacement. Downwards. Then H is minus or plus?
Minus.
Minus H is equal to U plus or minus. The stone thrown upwards, U plus or minus.
Minus.
UT1, U plus. Acceleration acting downwards, it is minus G. And time taken is T1. This is for the first stone. Next, second stone is throwing downwards. With same speed or different speed? Same speed. Yeah, for the second stone, it is my convenience. I take direction of motion positive. For the first stone, I took upward positive. And I give you this point in the notes. You take initial direction of motion as positive in the sign convention. Have you remembered that?
Yes, sir.
For the second stone, I take initial direction of motion positive. Second stone, which is the initial direction of motion? Downwards. For the second stone, how do you write the relation when I take downward direction positive? Same relation, right? Tell me. H is equal to
UT plus half GT square.
GT2 square. Well, it is equation 2. Yeah, the third stone just released from this point. What is initial velocity? 0. So for the third stone, how does that equation changes? H is equal to U is 0 of GT square, where T is the time taken by the third stone to reach ground. Yeah, we need to relate between T1 and T2. Can you add the equations 1 and 2? You can see both the equations there. When we add the equations 1 and 2, what 1 plus 2 implies? Plus H minus H, left hand side, 0. Next to UT1 plus UT2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Minus half GT square plus half GT square. I take half G outside. Remaining T2 square minus T1 square, right? Now it is U into T1 plus T2 is equal to minus half G T2 square minus T1 square. U into T1 plus T2 is equal to, can I write like this? T1 square minus T2 square minus Hilla. And this is in the form of A square minus B square. We can write this is A plus B into A minus B. Now T1 plus T2, T1 plus T2 cancel. U is equal to what? Half G into T1 minus T2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now substitute this value of U in equation 2. You can see the equation 2 on the screen, right? Substitute this equation in equation 2, u value in equation 2. How does equation 2 changes? H is equal to u value is
half G D1
After
minus T2 into T2 is there plus half G T2 square. H is equal to, you multiply T2 inside, half G T1 T2 minus half G T2 square plus half G T2 square. These two cancel. We are getting the value of H is half G T1 T2. Let us call this is equation 4. Now you see the equations 3 and 4. What is equation 3? H is equal to
half GT square.
square. Equation 4, H is equal to half G T1 T2. So H is half GT square from equation 3. From 4 it is half G T1 T2. Half G cancel on both the sides. T square is equal to T1 into T2. What is the value of T? The root of T1 into T2. This is very good problem. I suggest you to remember this relation as the standard result. If you are maintaining any short notes, you take this formula to your notes. Okay? The relation between all the time intervals, T is equal to root of T1 and T2. T1 is time taken by the stone upward projected upwards. T2 time taken by the second stone projected downwards. T is the time taken by the third stone just dropped from the same point. The relation between time interval is this. You can solve, but it is bit lengthy and you should remember this as the standard result. Okay? Yeah, read the 7th problem. I'll check who will answer. This was in your notebook and it is in the note points in motion under gravity.
Sir, option D.
It is in your notebook in the note points. It is not distance traveled by the particle at 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. It is distance traveled in the nth second, first second, second, third second. It is in your notes.
Sir, option B.
It is Galileo's law of odd numbers. ಇದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ. Galileo's law of odd numbers in motion under gravity note points. It is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is there.
Yes, sir.
Option 2. Okay. Yeah, read the question number 8. Quick. Read the question number 8. We can solve this question in two ways. One is using the equations of motion. First, you finish reading. and another method is graphical method. Students, graphical method is the very important tool to solve MCQs clearly. You read the problem, it is easy problem, don't worry. Can we plot the velocity time graph for the given motion? A body starts from rest and travels a distance s with uniform acceleration. What is the velocity time graph for uniform acceleration? Straight line passing through origin, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. From 0 to time t1, its motion is uniform acceleration. Next, then it moves a distance 2s uniformly, means velocity of the body is what? Constant. It covers what distance? 2s up to what? What is the time here? T2. During uniform acceleration, what is the time taken? T1. During uniform motion, what is the time taken? T2. What is the distance traveled? 2s. And finally comes to rest after moving 5s distance with uniform retardation. Guys, how do you represent uniform retardation in velocity time graph? Sir, straight line with negative.
Straight line which comes down. Yeah.
Clear? Here, what is the time? T3. In the interval, distance is s. In the interval T2, distance is 2s. And in the interval T3, what is the distance? 5s. You are finding the ratio of average velocity to what? Maximum velocity. You look at the graph, this is the maximum velocity attained. Yes or no? Along y-axis, we have taken velocity. I mark that in orange line. That is the maximum velocity attained. Will you agree?
Yes, sir.
What does the area under the velocity time graph represents? Why? Area under VT graph is displacement. What?
Displacement.
Everything like this. Okay, I will do. Displacement. What is the area under the first part? What is the displacement in the time t1? Yes. S is equal to area under the first part of the graph. What is area? Of into base into height. Correct? Base is how much? T1. What is height? V max. Correct and wrong?
Yes, sir.
V max. Therefore, what is the time here? 2s divided by V max, right? Okay. Next. What is the area under the second part of the graph? Displacement. What is the displacement in the time t2? 2s or 5s? 2s. Area under the second part of the graph is displacement. Displacement is 2s. It is rectangular part, length into breadth. It is T2 into, what is height? V max. Therefore, what is T2 time taken? 2s by V max, correct?
Yes, sir.
Next, come to the third part. Retardation, uniform retardation. What is the area under the velocity time graph in the third part? Displacement only. What is that displacement? 5s. Displacement is area under the triangle. Half into base time. What is height? V max. What is the time taken here? T3 is equal to 5s into 2, 10s divided by V max.
V max.
We have time T1, T2, and T3. You're finding the ratio of what to what? Come on. Average velocity to maximum displacement. What is average velocity? Total displacement by total time taken. What is total displacement? Yes. 2s
Plus 5x.
correct.
Yes, sir.
What is the time taken? T1. Total time taken T2 plus T. We substitute the values of time. Numerator 7s. What is T1 from the graph? 2s by V max. T2. Two s by V max. What is T3? 10s by V max, right? Average velocity is equal to, it is 7s into V max, LCM 2s plus 2s plus 10s.
14s.
Now, V average divided by V max is equal to 7 by 14. SS cancel. How's
The numerator is 8.
that? 8 is. It is 8 by 14. What is 8 by 14? 2 4 the 2 7. This ratio is 4 by 7. I am getting any option matches. Yeah. Yeah. Read the next question first. This is another good question. Read the 9th question. Once you finish reading, let me know. Well, the level 2 MCQs you have to solve just after the completion of the chapter or along with the chapter. If you have any doubts in the break time or when I will be there in the class 5 or 10 minutes early or after the class, you should not wait for session like this. In these type of sessions, you should allow me to solve the assignment book for doubt clarification of assignment book. Yes, ninth one. A particle is dropped from rest from large height. Assume g to be constant throughout the motion. The time taken by the body to fall through the successive distance of 1 meter each. Time taken 1 meter each. First, you need to understand the problem. Body starting from this point. What is the time? 0. After time t1, you assume it falls through a distance of 1 meter. Clear? After time t2, total distance from the starting point is 2 meter. What is 2 meter minus this 1 meter? Again, this is how much? 1 meter. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You come to this point. It is here in the journey. At this point, starting point is A. This is B. This is C. This is D. Yeah, it reaches the point D at what time? T3. From the initial point to this point D, from the initial point to this point D, you assume total distance is 3 meter. What is AD minus AC? AD is 3 meter, AC is 2 meter, AD minus AC is
1
again
meter.
1 meter. They're asking you to find the ratio of the time taken to fall through a distance of what? 1 meter each. Means you are finding the ratio of T1 minus 0, T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2. Understand? See, T1 minus 0, 1 meter. T2 minus T1, next 1 meter. T3 minus T2, next 1 meter. Got it? Tricky question. You understood the problem or not?
Sir, can you explain once again?
ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ? ನೀನ್ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ T1 ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೋ. 0 ಎ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್? T2. ಎ ಇಂದ ಬಿಗ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ it has traveled the distance of 1 meter. Clear? Next, it comes to the point C at what time?
T3.
A ಇಂದ C ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ say it is traveled a distance of 2 meter. What is AC minus AB?
1 meter.
1 meter.
What is the time taken for the first 1 meter? T2 minus T1. Correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the time taken for the next 1 meter?
T3 minus T2.
ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಡಿ in the journey, where time to reach the point D is T4. From the initial point D, 3 meters distance. So this is A, this is D. What is AD? 3 meter. What is AC? 2 meter. What is AD minus AC? 1 meter. For the next 1 meter, what is the time interval? T4.
T4 minus T3.
They're asking you to find the time taken by the body to fall through a successive distance of 1 meter. First 1 meter, next 1 meter, next 1 meter. Got it? Other students, you
Yes, sir.
understand the problem?
Yes, sir.
Now I will generalize this. To avoid lengthy calculation, I will generalize this. Time taken by the body, time taken to cover n meter. What is the time taken to cover n meter? N is equal to half gt square. Body is released. H is equal to half gt square. What is the time taken to cover n meter? Tn is equal to root of 2n by g. Right? Next, I am generalizing this. This is the shortcut method. Time taken to cover n plus 1 meter. ಅಂದ್ರೆ n 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 0. n plus 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ? 1 meter. If you put n is equal to 1 meter, what is n plus 1? 2 meter. Clear? If you take the difference, it is 1 meter only. Everyone? Yes or no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now it is t of n plus 1 is equal to 2 into n plus 1 by g. Got it? Yeah. We are finding the ratio of the time intervals for every 1 meter. Then it is Tn plus 1 minus Tn, correct? The ratio of the time interval for every 1 meter, Tn plus 1 minus Tn, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ದೆ. T3,
Yes, sir.
T2, T4 minus T3 ಆ ಥರ. ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು? 2 into n plus 1 divided by g under root minus 2 n by g under root. Anybody? Can we take root of 2 by g common? Yes. ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಷ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ? So root of n plus 1 minus root n. Now substitute the value of n. Start from 0. You get the time intervals. If I put n is equal to 0, because it is starting from 0 distance, illide nodra diagram 0 to 1, correct? ಅವಾಗ delta t1 ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? If you put n is equal to 0, n is equal to 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತರ ಹುಡುಗ್ರ? ರೂಟ್ 1 ಅಲ್ವೇನ್ರು? ರೂಟ್ 1 into root 2 by g ಬರುತ್ತೆ, right?
Yes, sir.
When I put n is equal to 1, when I put n is equal to 1, root 2 by g into 1 plus 1, 2 minus root 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ what is this delta t2? Time taken to travel the next 1 meter. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Next 1 meter. First 1 meter delta t1. Next 1 meter delta t2. Next 1 meter delta t3. Got it?
Yes, sir.
For the next 1 meter, you put n is equal to 2. What is delta t3 when you put n is equal to 2? Root of 2 by g into ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 plus 1
Root 2.
minus root. If you take the ratio of the time intervals, delta t1, 2, similarly it continues for the next 1 meter continuously. If you take the ratio root 2 by g, root 2 by g, cancel. ಉಳಿಯೋದು root 1 is to root 2 minus root 1 is to what? Root 3 minus root. Any option matches to our lengthy problem?
Option C, sir.
Option C.
ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? Yes, don't worry about the solution. Next, 10th one. You read the 10th one. Again, it is tricky problem. ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಥರ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓ ವಾಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. Read the 10th one. The body is dropped from height of 39.2 meter. After crosses half of the distance, gravity ne act ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Yes or no? After crossing what distance? Half of the distance. 39 by 2 half ಅಂದ್ರೆ 19.6 meter. After traveling 19.6 meter, let it be here. Gravity is not acting. Clear? So what happens? With what velocity it falls? Everyone, look at the screen. Body released from this point. What is velocity? 0. While reaching this point A, what is its velocity? V. So at the point A, gravity ceases. Got it, everyone? A vargu matra gravity. Till A, gravity acts. At A, no acceleration due to gravity. No gravity. So what is the velocity V? If no gravity acts at the point A, so it starts falling with uniform velocity after the point A. Yes or no? Because no force is acting. So after the point A, where gravity ceases, it starts falling with uniform velocity. No one is there to bring it. No force is acting. So it strikes ground at what velocity? Anybody? V1. Then how to find V? How to find V? Anybody? What is the relation to be used? Motion under gravity is uniformly accelerated motion. You can use all the equations here. I want to find V from the starting point to the point A. Distance is given. Which equation to be used?
Third equation, sir.
Let us use this relation. At the point A, velocity is V square. Initial velocity 0, 2 into till A gravity acts. A is G, 10. What is the distance? 19.6. 20 into 19.6. Okay. Options are very close. I take A is G, G is 9.8. It is 19.6 distance. 2 into 9.8 into 19.6. V is root of that.
384.16.
Root apply madam.
19.6.
V is 19.6. So thereafter no gravity acts. Then it start falling uniform velocity with the same velocity. At what velocity it strikes ground? 19.6 meter per second. Option?
Option A, sir.
Fast, next one, we're running out of time. Only 10 questions, 1 hour, 10 minutes over. Next, at least let us finish the first 20. At least first 20. Read the next problem. Which graph it is? Velocity time graph. I hope book is with you. I will not draw the graph again. Yeah, we can conclude that average velocity during the 12 second is 24/7. Average velocity is equal to what? Total displacement by time. How do you find total displacement? Area under velocity time. What is area under velocity time graph? First part, half into base into height. Second part, rectangular part, base length into breadth, 8 minus 3. 5 into height is 4. Third part again, half into base into height. What is total displacement? ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ಯೋಚನೆ. What is total displacement?
34.
34.
What is time taken? Total time. 12 seconds. 34 by 12 is 17 by 6. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 24 by 7 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Is it correct? No. Correct ಏನ್ರಪ್ಪ? ನನಗೆ 17 by
2.83.
ಅಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ನೀನ್ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೇಜ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ 12 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ 24/7 ಅಂತ. ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ? 17/6 ಬರ್ತಿದೆ.
Okay.
Option is, can we conclude it is correct?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Quickly check the second option. Second option. Velocity for the first 3 seconds is uniform. ಹೌದನ್ರಾ? First 3 seconds ನೋಡಿ, velocity is uniform or increasing at equal rate? ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನೋಡ್ರ ಹುಡುಗ್ರ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ 3 seconds ವರ್ಗೂ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ
Increase, sir.
Increasing, sir.
Increasing, sir.
ಅವ್ರು
Increasing, sir.
ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 3 seconds ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Second option there only. Third one, body has constant acceleration between 3 seconds to 8 seconds. 3 seconds to 8 seconds, look at the graph, velocity is redo velocity time graph.
No constant acceleration.
Constant velocity, not acceleration.
Andre third one is also run.
Yeah.
Without checking with the fourth option, you can go with. Body has uniform retardation from 8 to 12 seconds. Yes, 100%. Retardation uniformly, correct? Twelfth one. 11th one option, D is correct.
Yes.
12th one. Ado graphical class. Who will answer? I will not explain. First you answer. From a tower at t is equal to 0, one body is dropped. Simultaneously, another one is projected vertically up with some initial velocity. What is the graph between the graph of distance between the two stones as the function of time? Vakta distance between the two stones decreases or increases? Decreases. Distance between the stones. Okay, after time t, what is the distance traveled by the first stone, the one released? Half gt square, correct? You have projected another stone upwards. At what speed? U. First one is dropped at speed 0. What is the distance traveled by the second stone after some time? Ut minus half gt square, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the distance between the two stones? S1 plus S2. After time t, first stone is here. After this, second stone is here. What is the distance between the two stones? S1 plus F2, if you do, half gt square cancel, right? Here S1 plus S2 is the distance between the stones, that is S. I am getting S is equal to UT. Look at the options, graph between S versus T. It is just like Y is equal to mx plus C. C is 0. What would be the nature of graph? Nature of graph is straight line passing through origin. Correct? Which is the correct option?
Yes.
Yes. Next, 13th one, you should answer. 13th one, you should answer. We solved one problem similar to this in level 1. I think the same problem or similar type, I don't know. Velocity time graph is given. You have to find acceleration time graph. 0 to 3 seconds. This is velocity time graph. 0 to 3 seconds, velocity is increasing at equal rate. Therefore, acceleration positive or negative? Positive.
Positive.
Constant or variable?
Constant.
Constant. Look at the options. Positive constant ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇರೋದು option B and C ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ. We can omit first one and last one, right? Yeah. You come to the question graph. From 3 to 5 seconds, velocity is constant. Velocity constant means from 3 to 5 seconds, acceleration is 0.
0.
Next to 5 to 7 seconds, velocity is decreasing at constant rate, correct? Velocity decreasing at constant rate means retardation or acceleration.
Retardation.
Retardation.
Next 5
Negative.
seconds, it should be constant on negative side.
Option C.
2 or 3?
3.
3.
C, sir. Option C.
Next, 14th one. It should not take much time. This is which graph? Acceleration versus time graph. The respective VT graph should be. First from 0 to T1. You look at the graph given in the question. I am writing the correct option. From 0 to T1. Positive acceleration or negative acceleration?
Positive acceleration.
Positive.
Means velocity increases or decreases?
Increases.
Velocity increases or decreases?
Decreases.
Increases.
Increases. If anything graph is increasing, that should be shown concave upwards or downwards. This I taught in the class. Upwards.
Words.
Class ಅಲ್ಲಿ increase ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ upwards. So from 0 to T1 in the question, acceleration is positive. Velocity should increase ಅಂತ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Look at the question graph. Look at the graph in the question. T1 to T2, acceleration is decreasing, uniformly decreasing. Therefore, velocity must decrease with time or increase.
Decrease.
Andre that's
Increase.
shown concave upwards or downwards.
Downwards.
Downward.
Downwards.
So ಈ ತರದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಾವು ಮೋಷನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Option
A.
next 15th one quick. I hope this you will solve. ನಾನು ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Sir, option C, A by 3B.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Yes, sir.
C. A by 3B.
How? Sir, they have given the displacement position. X is equal to what? AT square minus BT cube.
Double differentiation.
If you want velocity, you have to differentiate. What is velocity? 2AT minus 3BT square, correct and wrong?
Right.
If you want acceleration, differentiate velocity equation once. What is acceleration? Differentiate velocity. Velocity is here. What is differentiation of 2AT with respect to time? 2A. Minus 3BT square, 6BT. We have acceleration is AA mat cancel ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. This is acceleration left side ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನೀವು ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತರು ಅದನ್ನು cancel ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Acceleration is equal to 2A minus 6BT. Acceleration 0 ಆದರೆ 2A is equal to 6BT. What is the time at which acceleration is 0? A by 3. Right? Next, 16th one. 16th one, concept based. ಅದೇನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, 16th one concept based. it depends on your intellect, presence of mind and your intelligence ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೈಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕುಡಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು. 16th one. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹುಡುಗ್ರ ಈಗ I throw 3 stones upward, one with speed v, another one with speed 2v, next one with speed 3v. Okay, now which one rises to maximum height? First one, second one, or third one?
First one.
First one. A.
Andre, which one reaches ground quickly?
A.
Because when I throw the first one with speed v1, when I throw the second one with speed v2, v2 is 2v, right? Next one 3v. Which one rises to maximum height? Third one. ಇದು ಬೇಗ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ?
Yes, sir.
Option is the correct
Option.
ಏನ?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next. 17th one. That is very simple.
Sir, option C, -5.
Everyone look at the 17th one. You have to find the acceleration at what time? 9 seconds. Yes, I'm drawing the graph. Which graph it is? Velocity time graph. I draw only this part of the graph, you see. Which part? 8 to 10 seconds. I draw only this part. Is it correct? 8 to 10 seconds. Here time is 8. Here time is 10 seconds. 9 is somewhere here. 8 to 10, slope constant or variable? Come on.
Constant.
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 ಇದೆ ಯಾರು ಇವರು? So what is acceleration at 9 seconds? The slope of the line between 8 and 10 seconds, correct?
Yes.
Slope is equal to what? Slope of that line? Sir, slope is tan theta, v2 minus v1 by
T2 minus T1.
what is v2 minus v1? 15 minus 5. 10. This one?
15 minus 10.
T2 minus T1. 2.
2.
We are getting slope 5 meter per second square, but that slope is negative or positive?
Negative.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಡ್ರಾ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ and measure theta. If theta is obtuse,
Negative.
slope is negative. So acceleration is how much?
-5.
5 meter per. Next. 18th one. Which graph it is? 18th one.
Velocity time graph.
You're finding maximum acceleration. Acceleration is maximum when slope of velocity time graph is maximum. Can anybody
Yeah.
tell in which interval slope is maximum? Surface.
20 to
30 to
40.
40.
Right. From 30 to 40 second, velocity is maximum. Therefore, in that time interval only, slope is maximum. In that time interval only, acceleration is maximum. Correct? So, what is
sir.
acceleration?
Slope.
Slope. Slope is V2 minus V1 how much? 60 minus 20?
40.
40 divided by T2 minus
By
T1?
10.
10.
10.
4 meter per
Four.
second. 19th one. Read the problem. Balloon is rising upwards, right? With what velocity? 4 meters. When the balloon is at the height h from ground, someone or you are inside the balloon releasing the stone. Okay, na? Stone takes what time to reach ground?
4 seconds.
What is the height of release? Height of release. H. When you release the stone from the moving balloon, just after release, not an ARL, just after release, it starts moving down. Just after release, it rises little up and start moving down. Just imagine you are in a balloon moving upwards. ನೀವೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ immediately as soon as it releases, it starts moving down or small height upwards and start moving downwards.
Small at upwards.
Yes. Just imagine you are in a moving bus window side seat. When you release an object, you can notice it. Just for very small time, small distance, it travel along with the bus, then it start moving backwards.
Yes, sir.
Yes. As soon as the stone is released here, first it rises up, then it start moving down. So from year to year, what is displacement? 0. Got it? So there is displacement in which direction? Downward. Let us use the relation S is equal to ut plus t square for the entire journey. So you release ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, that stone rises upwards at what speed? 4 per second only, velocity of the balloon itself. ನೀವು balloon ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, your speed, balloon speed same. That stone is in your hand, its speed is also same in upward direction. But is yes, I take upward positive. Yes is plus h or minus h?
Minus h.
Minus h.
Minus h.
Ut, u is plus 4 or minus 4?
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
What is
Plus
time?
4.
Time
Plus
takes to reach ground? 4. A is plus g or minus g?
Minus
G.
What is t square? 16.
16.
Minus h is equal to 16 minus 18.
80.
Yes, sir.
Minus h is equal to minus 16 minus 80.
96.
Minus 60.
Minus 64.
So height is
64 meters.
4.
I shared the solution notes. Don't copy. Next one. I take 10 more minutes extra. Those who have work, you can leave. Read the problem. Yeah. A train is moving at a constant speed v. Yeah. The driver of the train observes another train is in front of him. Okay. This is train A. This is train B. They are moving on the same track now. It is moving at what speed? V. ಯಾವುದು capital V, which is small v? Options capital V, small v is there. Okay. V. Its driver observes another train is in front of him on the same track and moving in the same direction. With what speed?
V.
Same direction means like this. Clear? Same track, same direction. If the distance between the trains is x, what should be the minimum retardation of the train to avoid collision? Who has to apply brake? Train A driver or B?
Train A. Train A.
Now let us use the relative concept. Relative velocity I taught you in all the classes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What is relative velocity? What is relative velocity of one train A with respect to another?
Capital V minus small v.
ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕಣ ಹಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಹೌದಾ ಎಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ is capital V, train B speed is small v. What is the relative velocity of A with respect to B?
Capital V minus small v.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ capital V minus small. Now the train A has to stop, correct? Within what? X. Within distance x, train A has to stop. Let us use the relation V square is equal to U square minus 2AS relatively for which train? A. Now you have to use the relative velocity concept. Everyone see? V relative, U relative, and S relative. Finally, there is no collision means what is the final relative velocity? 0. What is the initial relative velocity? Capital V minus small v. It is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS formula actually. Due to the retardation of the train, we have to take A negative or positive.
Negative.
Negative.
What is the distance? X. Therefore, capital V minus small v whole square is equal to what? 2AX. So what is the minimum retardation required? Capital V minus small v whole square by 2x.
2A.
Any option?
Option D. Option D.
Option D.
Option D, sir.
Okay, pa. Let's see the remaining 10 MCQs when we schedule the next class. Once you think 1.5 hours, we are able to solve only 20. Better you solve MCQs on your own. If you get any doubts, you don't worry before the class or after the class. You ask the doubts in the class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 21st one I will explain in the class itself. Again, it is bit lengthy and good problem. Can you solve 22nd one and leave the meeting? 22nd one.
Sir, option B, 6 meter.
22nd one. You are finding displacement of the body, correct? Which graph it is? Velocity time.
Velocity time graph.
So displacement is area under VT graph. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಈ ತರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ನೋಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಸ್ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ. ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಮೇಲಾದ್ರೂ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ನಾನ್ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೆನ್ಪಿದೀಯಾ? Area under velocity time graph is displacement. Area below the time axis ಏನಂತ ಬರ್ಸಿದೀನಿ notes ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Area above the time axis, area below the time axis. If you open velocity time graph concept, you get it there. ನನಗ್ ನೆನಪಿದೆ.
Negative and positive.
ಅದು ಬರ್ಸಿದೀನಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? While calculating displacement, area above the time axis positive ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, area below the time axis negative. Can we calculate distance using velocity time graph? ಅದನ್ನು ಬರ್ಸಿದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್.
Yes, sir.
ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು?
Magnitude of displacement.
Magnitude.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. From everyone, I'm looking at the graph. You also look at the graph. 0 to 6 seconds, it is triangular area, right? 0 to 6 seconds, it is triangular area, correct?
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
is
sir.
triangle half into base is 6. Height of the triangle is 4. Next part ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ 6 to 8. Displacement negative or positive?
Positive.
6 to 8.
Negative.
Negative, sir. Negative, sir.
That is also triangular area. Half into
Base into.
base is how much? 8 minus 6.
Yes.
So height is 2. ಮತ್ತೆ minus ಹಾಕಬೇಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, already 2 minus taken. Next 8 to 10 rectangular strip, positive area. Length into breadth. 10 minus 8, 2
2 into 1.
This is displacement. How much?
6 meters. 6 meters.
Someone is saying 6 meter. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And next one solve here only in the class. Now itself. But wait. 23rd one, that graph is wrong. That is not the graph. The correct graph is, wait, I take the graph. Can you see the graph screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the graph. Can you see the screen? Yeah, let it be on the screen. 23rd one you solve. You have to, question is same. You have to find what? Displacement of the body in 8 seconds. Correct? Huh? Here also sign convention is important. Nani confirm ಮಾಡಿ graph. Yeah. Graph ಕಾಣ್ತಿದೆಯೇನ್ರಾ?
Yes, sir. Consider.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲದಿರೋ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, the one shared. That graph given in
Yes, sir.
is wrong. Yeah, solve ಮಾಡಿ. Displacement is area under velocity time. 0 to 2 second rectangular, correct? It is 2 into 2. Next, 2 to 3 we can divide it into 2 parts. ಯಾವ್ದು? Triangle and
rectangle.
Triangle dadre half into base is 1.
Answer 9 meter.
Answer 9 meter. No, check madu. Half into 1 into 2 to 3. Height of the triangle, nanil triangle barkondra illi. Okay. 6 minus 2, 4. Plus alle rectangle ide. 3 minus 2, 1 into 2. Next, 3 to 4 second triangle, correct? Half into base is 1. Height is how much? 6. 4 to 5 negative or positive?
Positive.
Negative.
To 5 second negative. Half into 5 minus 4, 1. Height is, ಇವೆರಡು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯ್ತೌದಾ? Next, 5 to 6 again negative.
Rectangle.
1 into 6. 6 to 8 positive rectangle. 8 minus 6, 2 into 4. Not ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
10 meter.
2 into 4 plus 2 plus 2. These two cancel here. Minus 6 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 8, 16 minus 6, 10 meter, right?
Sir, 10 meter.
And
Yeah. So you change this graph given in the module, correct? Yeah, let's see the remaining MCQs in the next class. And assignment MCQs also. Okay? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah, you can leave the meeting.